Hello, dear student. Today we will solve the questions of biology together. Let's start. The first question, which of the following is not an example of epithelial tissue? So the question is asking about not example. It means incorrect answer. So we will choose incorrect answer. Let's talk about the choice. A, the tissue that line blood vessel. We know the tissue that line blood vessels is epithelial tissue, so this one is correct. The tissue that line the trachea, we know the tissue that line trachea is what is also epithelial tissue, so this one also is correct answer. C, the outer layer of veins. If you remember the structure of veins, how is it? If this is the structure of it, it's composed of 3 layers. First layer, second layer, and third layer. The most outer one is what? Is connective tissue actually. Okay, so is this true answer? No, it's not. So the outer layer of venous is not composed of epithelial tissue. And the last choice, the outer layer of skin, yes, sure, is epithelial tissue. So the most correct answer for this question is what? Is C. The second question, the bones that develop directly into hard bone. Before reading the multiple choice, the bone that directly develop into hard bone is what? Is a skull bone. Okay, it's the only bone that developed directly into hard structure without forming cartilage. Okay, let's talk about the property of skull. First of all, A, form a fixed joint. Yes, skull can form a fixed joint. The joint between the skull part is not moving. It means it's fixed. So A is true. B, contain yellow bone marrow. It's not. It's false. It doesn't contain a yellow bone marrow. C, are a part of the appendicular skeleton. No, it's not true. It's a part of axial skeleton. D, all of them are incorrect. It's not, because the first one is correct one. So the true answer for second question is what? Is A, the ball joint. Okay, the question is about what? Is about ball joints. It means ball and soft joints. And it's asking about which of the bones ending is contributed with ball joints. Let's talk about the location of ball joint. If this is a human, okay, where's the location of a ball joint? Is actually located at the shoulder and at the beginning of the leg. Okay, what is the property of this joint? Is a circular rotation of the bone. Okay, what is the name of the bone of our hand? Is what? Is actually is humor. Okay, humors. So, and what is the name of the bone that joined to the ball joint at our leg? Is what? Is femur. Okay, so let's talk about the choice of the questions. A is humor. Yes, it's true. If this is a joint of shoulder, humor is participating with it, so it's true. B, femur. Yeah, it's true. In our leg, the femur is joined with the ball joints, so this one is also true. Radius is not true. Okay, it's not related to these ball joints. D, both A and B is true. Yes, this one is most correct answer. So the most correct answer for question 3 is what? Is D. Question 4, which of the following muscle are found in the adjacent figure components? It's asking about the types of muscle in our heart. So the choice, only cardiac muscle, okay? Yes, our heart mostly is cardiac muscle. So this one is true. B, cardiac muscle and smooth muscle. This one also true because the cardiac muscle, yes, our heart is composed of cardiac muscle, but at the same time, our veins and artery, the wall of it contain a smooth muscle for moving the blood. So this one is more true than the A choice. C, only smooth muscle, not true because it's contain the cardiac too. And D, skeletal muscle, smooth muscle and cardiac muscle. Skeletal muscle, if there's no bone, so there's no skeletal muscle, and because there's no bone in our heart, so it means there's no skeletal muscle. So in here, the most true answer is what? Is B. Why? Because it say the both answer, cardiac muscle and smooth muscle at the same time. So the most true answer is B. Question 5. All of the following about muscle are true, except, so we are choosing non-correct answer, non-correct choice in this question. So the first one, A, the actin and myosin filaments are found only in the structure of skeletal muscle. Actually, it's not true answer because we have an actin and myosin is the contraction unit for skeletal muscle, but also we can find it in cardiac muscle and smooth muscle also. So this one is not true. B, the sarcomere is the functional unit of skeletal muscle contraction. Yes, it's true. Sarcomere is contraction unit. C, smooth muscle fiber are surrounded by connective tissue. Also, this one true. D, in a relaxed muscle, the actin and myosin filaments overlap. Yes, this one also is true. So the true answer for the question 5 is A, because the only one is not true is A. Question 6, which of the following about cardiac valves is true? So in here, we are talking about the true answer, okay? A, are flaps of tissue that open in only one direction. So the A is talking about the valves is open in only one direction, which is true. Yes, it's only open in one direction. B, they prevent mixing of the blood in the right side of heart with the blood in the left side of the heart. Actually, this function is not the function of valve, it's a function of septum. So this one is what is not true. C, they prevent oxygenated blood from flowing backward into a ventricle. This one also is not true because the cardiac valves not doing this one. Veins valve doing this function. Okay. So this one, it's not true. D, all of them are correct. No, because A and C is incorrect. So this one is also not true. So the most true answer for the question 6 is A. Question 7, the similarity between pulmonary circulation and systematic circulation is that, before reading the multiple choice, let's talk about the pulmonary circulation and systematic circulation. We know the pulmonary circulation is between lung and heart, okay? Exchanging of blood between those, we call it pulmonary system. But what is the systematic? As you know, the systematic circulation is the exchanging blood between heart and body. Okay, exchanging the blood between the heart and body, we call it systematic. So let's read the multiple choice. A, in both of them, the oxygenated blood moves away from the heart and oxygenated blood moves to the heart. This one incorrect. Why? Because in a systematic circulation, the deoxygenated blood move toward the heart. So this one incorrect. B. In both of them, the oxygenated blood move to the heart and oxygenated blood move away from the heart. This one also is incorrect. Why? Because in a pulmonary circulation, blood go away from heart and go to the lung. Okay? So, this one, when I say the blood go to the lung, I mean the deoxygenated blood go to the lung. So the B is incorrect also. C, in both of them, gas exchange occur. Yeah, it's true. In both of them, gas exchanges occur. D, both of them participate in returning lymph to the heart. This one is false because the only systems that returning lymph to the heart is systematic circulation. So the true answer is C for question 7. Question 8. In normal case, which of the following is not found in a plasma? The first one, antibody. B, fibrin. C, albumin. D, both. A, B are correct. Let's talk about the A, antibody. In this case, it's talking about not found. So normally when a person doesn't have any problem, which one is founded? A, all the time found in human because we get the diseases before and we memorize it. We have a memory of that cell which produce antibody to get ready for any other attack. So all the time we have antibody in our body. In a normal case, fibrin is a special structure which the function of it is when we have injury, it will clog the blood. It will work like a net for catching and collecting the blood, red blood cell. So actually, B only appear during the injury. When we cut our hand or any injury that happen in human. C, albumin. Albumin is a special protein that found in a blood, which all the time founded. The function is regulating the osmotic pressure, which all the time can be found. D, both A and B. We said A all the time found it. B only found in an injury place. So in a not normal case, only is B because all the time you're not getting injury. It's not a normal case. So B is a true answer. Question 9. If an individual blood type has only anti-A antibody in the plasma and cannot produce anti-Rh antibody, that individual cannot get blood from an individual with type blank's blood. So in here, look at the we have to find out what is the blood of that person. After that, we will know it will receive it. It will take it from who? Can get it from who? So in here, anti-A antibody, because it contains only anti-A antibody, so we can find out by this way that the blood group of that person is group B. And let's determine the Rh. After that, it wrote it cannot produce anti-Rh antibody. Because it cannot produce Rh antibody, so we know is positive. Okay, let's read the multiple choice to find out it can get it from who. B positive, A negative, O positive, and O negative. We know because it's positive, it can take blood from positive and negative. Okay, so positive and negative is not a problem here. Let's talk about the groups. the blood groups get it from who? We know group B, it can get from only O and B. Okay, so we can give the blood to them from B and O. So right here, A is B positive, so it's true. O positive is true. O negative it can receive it, but the only one that cannot be is B negative. So the true answer for this question is what? Is B. Question 10. In which direction the blood moves through the phase that is represented by T on an electrocardiogram? The multiple choice: A from vein to atria, B from ventricle to atria, and C from ventricle to arteries, and D from arteries to ventricle. As you remember, in T phase, the ventricle and artery relaxes, okay? When they are relaxing, so the blood go from vein to arteries, if you remember. So the true answer for this is what? Is A. Question 20. Which of the following figures show the condition of action potential through the axon correctly? If we talk about the sending electron signal in a nerve cell, let's explain it together. Let's say this is a nerve cell, and this is axon of it. Okay, let's explain how they are sending. Every sending of an electrical signal message composed of three stages. The first stage, we called it what? We called it resting stage or resting potential. Second stage, we called it action potential. Last stage, we called it what? Repolarization. Okay, in resting stage, every time the outside of axon is positive and the inside of axon is negative. Okay, in action, outside is negative, inside is positive. In repolarization, inside is negative, outside is positive. So let's comparing this figure to the multiple choice to see which one is correct. When we compared the multiple choice of A is the correct phase and figure for the situation of sending the signal. So the true answer for 20 is what? Is A. Question 11. In which of the following process carbon dioxide is formed? Carbonic acid is formed. So let's find out first of all, carbonic acid is produced in human in which situation? When there is CO2 in a tissue and we have to transport it to a lung, transport it from tissue to the lung, it will react it with H2O to become what? To become H2CO3. It means carbonic acid. After that, it will become carbonic acid plus hydrogen. Okay, so in here, in this situation, we will form the carbonic acid. After that, when this form will reach lung, what happened? It will become H2CO3 again. It will become carbon acid. After that, the carbon acid directly become what? Become H2O plus CO2. So again, in lung 2, and in tissue, both of them, the H2CO3, it means carbonic acid form. So let's read the multiple choice. A, in the transport of CO2 when blood reaches the lung. Yes, it's formed. B, in the transport of CO2 when blood reaches tissue. Yeah, this one true also. So please don't hurry up. For example, maybe you see A and directly you will choose it, but don't hurry up because maybe it contains more true more true answer. Okay, C, in the transport of oxygen when oxygen binds with the hemoglobin in the lung. D, no, C is not true. And D, both A and B. So the most true answer for this question is what? Is D. Question 12. Which of the following are characteristic of the cell shown in an adjacent figure in a blue color? So it's asking about this shape, the blue one. This shape is what? Is a structure that engulfed the microorganism. So let's read the multiple choice. A, secrete antibody. It's not. As you remember, this structure called macrophage. Macrophage is not secreting the antibody. And B, engulf invading microorganism. Yeah, this one is true. C, it's a type of lymphocyte. As you know, lymphocyte is B cell and T cell. And macrophage is not a type of lymphocyte. D, all of them are correct. And this one is not true. So the most true answer for this question is what? Is B. Question 13. A thymosin binds to the receptors on the A, B cell, B, T cell, C, macrophage, and D, osteocytes. As you know, thymosin is a special amino acid that's secreted by thymus gland. What is the function of this hormone, which is secreted by thymus, is stimulating the formation of T cell. So it has a relation to what? To T cell. This one. Okay. So the true answer for the question 30 is B. Question 14. When a person is subjected to a laboratory test, it was found that the level of interferon was high. Depending on the result of the test, it's suspected that this person may be infected with the diseases which is caused by which of the following? Fungus, virus, bacteria, or protist. If you remember in page 49 in your book, in a topic of protein, it wrote it that when the interferon increases, it means the person caused by the cause of increasing the interferon is what? Is actually virus. So the true answer for this question is virus. Question 15. Which of the following is an example of the type of immunity that require recognition of a specific type of antigen? So we are talking about the specific type of antigen. So let's read the multiple choice. A, the cell-mediated immune response. B, the inflammatory response. C, temperature response. And D, all of them are correct. The A, the cell-mediated immune system, yes, needed a specific type of antigen. So this one is true. B, the inflammatory response belong to the non-specific defense of body. So this is not needed a specific antigen. So this is false. C, temperature response also belong to the non-specific defense. So this one false again. D, all of them are correct. Also this one wrong. So the most true answer is A. Question 16. Which of the following are considered as chemical messenger? A. Neurotransmitters, B. Neuropeptides, and C. prostaglandins, and D. All of them are correct. Actually, A, B, C, all of them are chemical messenger. So we will choose question D. All of them are correct. So the most true answer is D. Question 17. When the body injected with a vaccine, the body procedure, how is it? If you remember, when a person take a vaccine, the first thing that happened in the body is a primary immune response. Okay? After that, as the result of primary immune response, what will form? Memory cell form. When the person get the same diseases in the future, the memory cell become active and protect the person. So this is the mechanisms of vaccine. Let's read the multiple choice to choose the most true answer. A primary immune response to the antigen in the vaccine and form memory cell. This one is true. A primary immune response to the antigen in the vaccine and does not form any memory cell. So this is false because say it's not forming memory cell. C, a secondary immune response to the antigen in the vaccine and form memory cell. This is false because it's talking about secondary immune response, which is in a vaccine, the secondary immune response is not happening. The secondary immune response to the antigen in the vaccine and does not form any memory cell. So this one also is not true. So the most true answer is what is A. Question 18. According to the adjacent graph, in which of the following the result of anti-HIV antibodies might not be positive? As you know, HIV has 3 phases. 1, 2, 3. Okay. At the beginning, we called it a first phase and second phase and third phase. In a first phase, the number of antibody against HIV is not enough to detect it in a test. That's why if the person do the test of blood, the result maybe is a negative HIV test because the number of antibody is not increased enough to a regular number that detected in a test. This is the first situation. So if we say A, yes, it's true. In a first, the antibody is not enough. In a third phase, HIV, in a third phase, the number of antibody of HIV, it will decrease so fast. This decreasing of antibody become as at the first phase, which when the person do the test of blood, the antibody is not enough to make the test positive. So in a third phase and first phase, maybe if the person do the blood test, the test become the result will be a positive, but actually the result be a negative. But actually the fact is the person have a HIV virus. Question 19. Which of the following is true about ion channels? A, it can locate it on the axon. Yes, ion channel sometime located on the axon. B, it can locate it on the dendrite. Yes, on dendrite also we have an ion channel. C, each type of channel allow only specific ion to pass. Yes, as you know, we have a potassium ion, sodium ion. So each of them specific for transporting a specific type. So this one also true. So last one, D, all of them are true, are correct. The most true answer for this question is D. Question 20. Which of the following figures show the condition of action potential through the axon correctly? If we talk about the sending electron signal in a nerve cell, let's explain it together. Let's say this is a nerve cell, and this is axon of it. Okay, let's explain how they are sending. Every sending of an electrical signal message composed of three stages. The first stage, we called it what? We called it resting stage or resting potential. Second stage, we called it action potential. Last stage, we called it what? Repolarization. Okay, in resting stage, every time the outside of axon is positive and the inside of axon is negative. Okay, in action, outside is negative, inside is positive. In repolarization, inside is negative, outside is positive. So let's comparing this figure to the multiple choice to see which one is correct. When we compared the multiple choice of A is the correct phase and figure for the situation of sending the signal. So the true answer for 20 is what? Is A. Question 21, cerebrum and brain. Cerebrum and brain, what is the relation between those words? Cerebrum is a part of brain, so the whole figure is a brain. This folded fracture is cerebrum. So cerebrum is a part of brain. Do we have a relation like this in a multiple choice? A, thalamus and hypothalamus. Thalamus is not a part of hypothalamus, is a part of brain. Both of them is a part of brain. They are not, one of them is a part of other one. So A is false. B, midbrain and brainstem. Midbrain is a part of brainstem. Yes, it's true. So B is true. Dencephalon and midbrain. The midbrain is not a part of dencephalon, so it's false. D, dencephalon and thalamus. Again, dencephalon is a big part. That thalamus is a part of dencephalus, so it's a reverse. They reverse it. If they said it, thalamus and dencephalus, that was it will be true, but they said dencephalus and thalamus, so in this time is false. So the true answer for 21 is B. 22, which of the following is not a part of path taken by sound wave? A, auditory channel. Auditory channel, if you see in a figure, yes, is a part of ear that transport a vibration. So A is true. B, small bone of a middle ear. Small bone of middle ear, yes, is a part of, is here, is a part of transporting the vibration. Okay. C, Eustachian tube. Eustachian tube, actually in this figure, there's no Eustachian tube that participate in vibration. It's not a part of vibration transport. So C is not true. Oval window is next to the strip. This part, yes, again, is participating in transporting the vibration. So the true answer for this one is C. True answer is C. Question 23. In vision, light pass through a cornea, pupil, lens, all of them are correct. Cornea, A and B and C, all of them, there are a pass of vision of light. All of them are true. So the true answer for them is what? Is D. Question 24. All of the following are the smoking effects on the pregnant woman smoker, except, so we are searching for a wrong answer. We are choosing the wrong answer. A, their baby tend to have lower birth weight than baby of non-smokers. Yeah, this one is true. B, their baby have a physical and mental behavior and learning disability. This one, no, is not a property of women that use smoke. C, their baby are twice as likely to die in the first few months of life. Yeah, they have that property too. The pregnant women who smoke are twice as likely as non-smoking mother to suffer miscarriage. Yes, this one also is true. So the true answer, the most true answer for this question is what is B. Question 25. The hormone receptor complex of which of the following hormone bind to the DNA and activate transcription of mRNA? A, epinephrine, B, thyroxine and noradrenaline and glucagon. The hormone that bind, the only hormone that bind to the DNA and have an effect on mRNA is thyroxine. So the true answer is B. Question 26. Which of the following hormones helps raise blood volume by stimulating salt and water retention by the kidney? In page 96, in a topic of adrenaline cortex, it contained that the hormone that stimulates salt and water retention by the kidney is what is aldosterone. Question 27. Insulin lowers the blood sugar level by stimulating body cells, especially muscles, to do what? To do, first, A, store glucose. Yes, it will store glucose. B, break down excessive glucose and excrete it through the urine. No, this is not the function of it. C, use glucose for energy. Yes, this is the function of insulin. And D, both A and C. So the most true answer for this question is D. Question 28. Which of the following is expelled out of the mother's body shortly after the baby is born? A, placenta, B, yolk sac, C, uterus, D, both. The part of mother that expelled to outside is only placenta. Question 29. The fetal membrane do all of the following except. It means we are searching for a wrong answer. A, cushion and the embryo from injury and keep it moist. Yes, this is one of the function. B, participate in the formation of the placenta. Yes, the membrane of a fetal is participating. Secreting prostaglandin. Yes, also the function. D, form the primary germ layers. The germ layers is produced by zygote, which is fused with sperm and egg. So it's not related to the membranes. So this one is a wrong answer. So a most true answer for the question 29 is D. Question 30. According to the adjacent diagram, choose the correct answer from the following table. Let's look at the diagram together. V, Y, W, Z, X, and at the end is testosterone. So this diagram is talking about the factors that affecting releasing the testosterone. Before reading the multiple choice, let's find out how testosterone is released. First of all, hypothalamus release hormone which this hormone affecting who? Affecting pituitary gland. To secrete luteinizing hormone. On who? On tests. So pituitary gland secreted luteinizing hormone to the testes, and as a result, the tests secreting the testosterone. So let's read the multiple choice to find out which one is most suitable for this explanation. A, hypothalamus. Yes, the beginning is hypothalamus. The pituitary gland is true. And then the tests. In here, again, this is true. Luteinizing hormone and releasing hormone. In here, we have a mistake in luteinizing and releasing hormone. B, pituitary gland is started. This is false because the starting is not pituitary gland. So C, hypothalamus, pituitary gland, yes, true. Testes, releasing hormone and luteinizing hormone. Yes, C is true answer. D, pituitary gland, again, started with pituitary gland, which is false starting. So the true answer for the question 30 is C. Question 31, the fluids in semen do all of the following as the sperm move through the female's reproductive system, except. So in this question, we are searching for the wrong answer. A, protect the sperm. Yes, it's true. Nourishing the sperm. Yes, it's contain the nutrient for nourishing sperm. Help the sperm penetrate the protective layer that surround an egg cell. No, this function is not the function of semen. So this one is false. Deneutralize the acid. Yes, it's true. So the most true answer for the question 31 is C. Question 32. After leaving the male reproductive system and reaching the female reproductive system, the sperm take the following path. So this, when the sperm reach the female reproductive system, what are the places that they reach it step by step? Okay. First of all, look at the beginning of the multiple choice. A and B start with vagina. C and D start with fallopian tube. So we know fallopian tube is not the beginning of the reproductive of female. So we directly canceling at the beginning, canceling the C, the multiple choice C and D. So how many remain? A and B, 2 remain only. Let's read A and B. A, vagina, yes, true. Cervix, yes. Uterus, fallopian tube, yes. So this one is true. B, vagina, yes. Uterus and cervix, no. Cervix come first and then uterus. So B also is false. So the most true answer for question 32 is A. Question 33, which of the following can act as an endocrine gland? It means can secrete hormone or not. A, follicle cell, yes, it can. Follicle cell can secrete estrogen. And B, placenta. Placenta can secrete HCG hormone. And C, ovaries. Ovaries can secrete estrogen and progesterone. So the most true answer for question 33 is D. Question 34, according to the adjacent figure, which of the following is true about the embryo? This figure belongs to the page 115 in your book, which under the figure directly wrote it 4-week embryo. So let's read the multiple choice. A, the age of the embryo is 4 weeks. Yes, true. The finger begin to form. No, the shape directly, the form of the baby is not clear. So this one is false. The embryo is only about 5 centimeter long. Actually, this one also is not true. The embryo begin to move. No, at the beginning of the forming of embryo, the embryo is not moving. So the most true answer for this question is A. Question 35. Mendel obtained the second filial F2 in his experiments by A, self-pollination between two parents that have two contrasting traits. This one is false. Cross-pollination, the pin plant for several generations. It was not cross-pollination. C, self-pollination between two parents that have the same trait. Yes, this one is true. Cross-pollination between individuals of the first generation. No, it's false because it's not cross-pollination. So the most true answer for question 35 actually is C. Question 36. Which pair of the following alleles produce three different phenotypes? So you're searching for the alleles that produce, as a result, produce three different phenotypes. In the A, multiple choice A, IA and IB produce blood group A, can produce blood group B, and can produce blood group AB. Okay, so this one is 3, true. B can produce N, can produce M, also produce NM. In C, only can produce A or II. So at the result, the A and B produce three different phenotypes. So which one is true? D is true. In question 37, according to the information provided by the following table that shows several monohybrid growths between pea plants that have axial flower and pea plants that have a terminal flower, which growth result? This table is not true. So we are searching for false answer, sorry. Axial flower, before that, is dominant. And terminal flower is recessive. Okay. If we look at the table and do their growth, at the first situation, axial flower and terminal flower grows it in homozygous. If we do it in homozygous, the phenotype 100 become axial. Yes, in a table result wrote it 100, so it's true. And then axial flower and axial flower heterozygous, when they do it heterozygote, 75% is axial, 25% is terminal. But in a result of a second growth eroded 100 axial flowers, so this one is not true. Third, axial flower and axial flower, if we grows it in heterozygous, it will be 75 axial and 25 terminal. Okay, the result of 3 also wrote it 75 axial and 25 terminal, so this one also is true. 4, axial flower and terminal flower, homozygous, is 100% is axial, but in a result of 4 wrote it 50% is axial and 50% is terminal, so this one is not true. We are searching for a wrong answer. Multiple choice 2 and 4 is wrong, so most true answer for 37 is C. Question 38, which of the following trait is expressed only in homozygous condition? Okay, we are searching for homozygous. It means both alleles is the same. In A, wavy hair in Caucasian. Wavy hair is mixed between the normal hair and crow hair. So it's 2 alleles, and each of them is different, so it's not homozygous. No tail in a cat is completely homozygous, and both of them is same. And C, pink flower in 4 o'clock is mixing of a red flower and white flower. So this one also is not homozygous. Short tail in a cat is mixing between the no tail and long tail. So this one also is not homozygous. So the true answer for the question 38 is B. Question 39. A scientist crossed around green seed pea plant with unknown pea plant for both characteristics. they noted that there are 4 different phenotypes appear in equal ratio. Which of the following represent the phenotype for both characteristics of unknown pairs? So we are searching for unknown plant. For solving this question, we have to crossing the round green seed with all the multiple choice A, B, C, D. Okay, and we will check the result. If the result there's a 4 phenotype, so is it true? If it's not, so it's false. I will only show you the right one. We did all of them, and the C will be the true answer. Wrinkle yellow seed. When we do the wrinkle yellow seed cross with round green seed, there's 4 different phenotypes as I circled at the red color, and so we can say this is a true answer. Question 14. Those bays, they are complementary to each other. Okay, as you if you look at this, the question, if you compare it, they're complementary, and both of them, they are RNA base. Okay, we are searching for the same situation in the multiple choice. Both of them must be RNA, and they must be complementary to each other. So first of all, let's see. As you know, if we see uracil, it means RNA. If we see thymine, it means this is a DNA. In A, there is T, so this is DNA. This is a false. Okay. In B, also there's T. This is false also. In D, there's T again. So this is a false answer, wrong answer. In C, there's no T. So both of them are RNA. And if you compare it, all of the units, they are complementary to each other. C, G, G, C, A, all of them at the end. So the most true answer for question 40 is C. Question 41. During the transcription process, the enzyme RNA polymerase. So what's the function of RNA polymerase? In transcription, be careful. A, use a specific part of both strands of DNA as a template. They are not using both strands, so this is false. It starts reading DNA nucleotide from the start code until it's reached one of the stop codon. This is also false. Use a specific part of one of the DNA strand as a template. Yes, it uses only one part of a specific DNA strand for a template. This one is true. D, B, and C. No, it's not, because B is false. So the most true answer is C. Question 42. The feather apart 2 genes are located on a chromosome. It means how far the 2 genes of chromosome are located on the same chromosome. The property that they have it. If they are near, how is it if they are far? This one asking about the far one. A, the less like a crossover will occur. No. For example, if this is a chromosome, the 2 genes that near each other, they are not crossing over. But the gene that far from each other, they are more, have a chance for appearance. So, A, the less like a crossover will occur is not true. B, the greater the percentage of F2 offspring show recombination trait for those 2 genes. Yes, in F2, their percentage of appearance for them are greater, because how much they far, there's more chance for them to show up. The more like to be inherited together, no, is false. all of them are incorrect? No. So the true answer is B. Question 43. Male gametes usually differ one from another in the A. Number of sex chromosomes? No. They are not different in number of sex chromosomes. B. Type of sex chromosome? Yes. Some sperm contain X. Some of them contain Y. Size of the sex chromosome. As you know, X is larger than Y. Y is smaller. So if it's contained X, it's larger. If contained Y, it's smaller. So yes, in the size of sex chromosome, also they are different. D, both B and C. So most true answer for question 43 is D. Question 44. In this translation process, which of the following occur during the termination step? So in a termination step, what happened? A. The ribosome moved away from the mRNA. Directly, ribosome is not moving. Before that, there is another step. B. The component of translation come apart. No, it's not. This is the end of termination. This is not the first step of termination. So this is false and A is false. C. The process reached the codon for which there is no tRNA that has a complementary anticodon. That one is true. Stop codon, as you know, there is no tRNA for it, so it will not take any amino acid. This is called stop codon. So this one is true. D. The translation machinery is now free to translate the same or another mRNA. No, it's not. This one also is false. So the true answer for question 44 is C. Question 45. All of the following are true about DNA replication except. So we are searching for false answer. A. Covalent bond formed between the adjacent nucleotide on the newly forming strand. It means to the next nucleotide. Yes, they are forming covalent bond between the nucleotide that come to the next. And B. Covalent bond formed between the ribosome sugar of one of nucleotide and the phosphate group of the next nucleotide. As you know, the bond between the ribosome sugar and phosphate group is not covalent bond, it's hydrogen bond. So the B is wrong. C. Each strand serves as a template to make a new complementary. Yes, both strands, as you see in a figure, is working for replication. And D. Each of the new DNA molecular keep of the two original strands. Yes, this one also true. So the true answer for question 45 is B. Question 46. A scientist created a gray body, long-winged fruit fly, heterozygous for both characteristics, which a black body, short-winged fruit fly, and he obtained 1,600 individual. Which of the following result is expected to be produced from this growth? Assume that both dominant allele are on the same chromosome and crossing over does not occur. When we cross both of them, we get a gray body and long-winged fruit fly, and also we get black body and short-winged fruit fly. So the A is true and B is true. C, 400 black body, short-winged fruit fly, this one is false, and so as the result, D is true. So the most true answer for the question 46 is D. Question 47. According to the adjacent pedigree that show the inheritance of color blindness in a family, if the couple, husband and wife, want to have another girl, what is the probability that this girl newborn will be healthy? Neither affect with this disorder nor a carrier of it. We know that the color blindness only found on the Y allele. It means this trait is joined with the sex chromosome. As you know, girls have XX, so there's no Y. So there's no chance for the girls to take color blindness. As a result, the question 47, A is the most true answer for this question. Question 48, the adjacent figure represents 3 pieces of DNA that were cut by A, the same restriction enzyme. Yes, it's true, because if you look at the end of the cutting is same mechanism that cut it between the G and A. And 2 different restriction enzyme, no, is the same, so B is false. C, a restriction enzyme which cut each sequence between the G and A, yes, it's true, because it's the same restriction enzyme. So D is true, which is wrote both A and C are correct. So the answer for question 48 is D. Question 49. According to the adjacent table, which of the following mutations that occur in this piece of the DNA make all amino acid downstream change? Before reading the multiple choice, let me give you an information. When we add or delete one nucleotide, one base pair, it will change all the code after that, okay? So adding and deleting is a good key for opening this answer. First of all, let's count all the base pair in a multiple choice. All of them is 15, sorry. Only C is 16. All of them is 15. So only one of them is added. If you notice, after the adding, which added 1 G, added 1 G more, this adding changed all the amino acid production after that. So the one that changed most is C. So the answer for question 49 is C. Question 50. All of the following are true about purine and pyrimidine except the percentage of adenine equal the percentage of thymine in the DNA and RNA. As you know, yes, DNA contains thymine, but RNA doesn't contain thymine. Instead of that, contain uracil. So this one is false. The ratio of purine to pyrimidine in the DNA double helix is about 1:1. Yes, it's true. C, both of them are a ring structure of carbon and nitrogen atom. Yes, it's true. D, both of them are found in DNA and RNA nucleic acid. Yes, this one also true. So the most true answer for question 50 is A. Thank you for listening and wish you a best grade.